What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day today and I hope the rest of your day gets even better. Now I'm actually on my way back from the gym. I just finished doing a back workout with my girlfriend. She actually renewed her gym membership today. And I actually renewed mine as well because it had, expired. Reason being is I thought I would have gone to the army by now, but surprise, I haven't. So I'm having to renew. I did renew my gym membership for another month, I think, and I'm going to keep doing this until I actually leave so that I don't waste any, gym membership time. So I'm actually on my way back. We did a back workout. I just wanted to mention a couple of things before we actually get going. Now that I can, focus, because as you're driving, it's not the easiest thing. So first of all, my pre-workout meal was the first meal of the day. My breakfast meal was so it was 100 grams of rice flour with 30 grams of honey and 35 grams of protein powder. So no banana today. It's the classic rice flour meal you've seen me eat sometimes. I've actually mentioned it in previous videos. And today I didn't add the banana. However, it was a decent carb slash protein meal, good pre-workout meal. It had over 100 grams of carbs, I think, and decent amount of protein, around maybe 25 plus grams of protein. So it was a fairly decent meal when it comes to a pre-workout meal, and also a first meal of the day as a breakfast meal. So now I'm going to be back, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to be consuming the second and third meals of the day. The first meal is going to be 225 grams of boiled chicken with, I think, 200 grams of rice. And then the other one is going to be one of the meals, so one of 11 I prepared for this week with this week's meal prep. Okay, so I prepared them with my girlfriend. It's basically a type of diet, let's say chicken uvetzi. I don't know if you've ever eaten this dish, if you've ever been to Athens or heard of this dish. It's basically, what I did was I took a packet of orzo. I think it has a different name in Greek, but I'm not sure if this is the accurate translation for this. So it's basically a packet of orzo as the carb source for the meal, 3 kilograms of chicken, some tomato paste, a can of chopped up tomatoes, salt and pepper, a whole onion, and I think 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. And for this whole meal prep, 10 grams of olive oil. Okay, so the calories are fairly decent, and all in all, we ended up making 11 meals. So I'm gonna eat one today, and starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be consuming 2 of these meals for 5 days. You know, for a total of 10 meals. So the preparation for these meals was I think I have filmed the footage and I'm going to be adding it now. So basically what we did was we ended up chopping up the onion, chopping up the garlic, adding it to a pan with some olive oil, then the tomato paste, and then the orzo. So we cooked that for a little bit, and then we added it to another, well, I want to say pot, but it's not a pot. It's basically something else. So we transferred it to the something else. I can't remember the word, and I can't remember the word, but it's basically we added that other thing to the oven and cooked the meal for, I think, about an hour or an hour and a half. So basically what we did was we transferred that, and then we added the chopped up tomatoes with some boiling water to the pan, and we took every piece of chicken, slightly cooked it on each side for like 30 minutes, 30 seconds to a minute, and then transferred that also to the pot, basically, which isn't a pot, I repeat. And basically what we did was, after we finished with everything, we added seasoning, spices, and we basically just shoved it in the oven at around 170 degrees for an hour and a half. And then, once it was cooked, we ended up taking our Tupperware and weighing everything out with our scale in order to prepare the meals for this week. So that's what basically occurred, I think, yesterday, yes, and the meal prep. So I'm going to be eating one of those meals, one of 11, and the rest of the meals, the 10 meals, I'm going to be eating, for the next 5 days. And other than that, I'm going to eat, as I mentioned, 225 grams of boiled chicken with some rice. I'm going to be showing you both of these meals. The supplementation, when it comes to supplementation, I'm actually not taking pre-workout creatine or basically BCAs currently because I'm out of them. I have to buy more. It's not a big deal, really, since you have food and are basically training. That's all you need. However, if I find the time, I'll go and get the supplements, BCAs, creatine, and pre-workout. I'm only currently taking my multivitamin a day, my fish oil capsule a day, my zinc, magnesium, and calcium capsule a day, no tribulus, as I've mentioned, and my protein powder, which I take twice. Once with my first meal of the day with my rice flour meal, and once more, either post-workout or, before bed. So that's for supplementation. When it comes to the workouts, similarly to today, we're going to be doing basically our weights and our cardio. Today I did 30 minutes of the Stairmaster. Starting tomorrow or the next day, I'm not really sure, I'm going to be doing 30 minutes to an hour. I'm going to be trying to hit an hour of cardio daily. I'm probably going to have one off day a week, because I want to kind of catch up. I want to, get back to where I was, as I mentioned in the previous video, due to the fact that the past 2 to 3 weeks weren't the best when it came to diet and, workouts and basically the cutting season journey overall. So I want to really get back to where we were, and then, we'll see from there. So I'm going to be doing 6 workouts a week with cardio, one off day. However, I am going to be doing cardio during that off day. And when it comes to the workouts, I'm going to be doing basically chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs, and another accessory, basically, workout, which is going to consist of some leg exercises, glutes, inner and outer thighs, if I'm saying this correctly, calves, and maybe some abs, core work, okay? And I'm also, as I mentioned, and that's going to be followed up with 30 minutes of cardio to an hour, okay? So I think I mentioned everything I wanted to mention. So now I'm going to be heading back home. I'm going to be taking a shower, doing some editing. Going to be consuming these 2 meals I just mentioned. Not going to be consuming the protein powder shake for today. Going to be starting off that tomorrow. Coffee for today, of course. So first coffee was 4 teaspoons of frappe in my Starbucks cup. And we've downed this. Basically, this is out. This has been out for a couple of hours. Oh man. We are not going to waste this, however. And to follow up with this, my fresh Freddo Espresso Black from Il Bianco today. Gotta get the thumbnail. So I'm gonna be drinking this coffee. Let's see. Taste test. Whoa! That was actually more bitter than the frappe. I don't know how that's even possible. So, yeah, I'm gonna be heading back home, eat the meals, take a shower, edit, and yeah, if I have any inspiration at all on the way back, I'm gonna, tune you guys in. Otherwise, I'm gonna catch you in the gym, as I'm gonna be adding the workout. The workout's gonna be coming up that I just completed, and after that, back at the house. So stay tuned. I'll catch you guys in the gym. Okay, so what's up, guys? We are back in the gym. Starting off this back workout with the classic lat pull downs. Now, this is going to be the first set. I'm actually I did a warm-up set, okay, with relatively lighter weight, and we then just, jumped in, increased the weight, and starting off the first of 3 working sets for this first exercise. So it's going to be lat pull downs, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. This is going to be the first one, and as you can see, I apologize for my boxers showing and my lower back, but what can you do? So this is going to be, as you can see, the form of this exercise is going to be relatively slow, eccentric, okay, and basically negative parts of the movement. The classic nice explosive positive, so boom, as you can see here. A good hold of a second, maybe a second and a half, when it comes to the static hold right here, as you can see. So basically we're exploding, boom, pulling, slightly holding for a second, and then slowly letting the weight go, releasing the weight for 8 to 12 reps. And I was really happy with this workout overall, and in general the form I used with this workout. I was really happy. Now as the workout, as we went through the workout, my arms, my biceps were getting tired, so I wasn't able to sustain this perfect form. Well, not perfect form, but good form throughout this whole workout. However, when I was able to keep it, I was really happy. So now we increased the weight even more. This is the 3rd working set. The 2nd working set I recorded vertically for Instagram and TikTok. So these 2 horizontal sets were recorded for YouTube right here. And this is going to be the 3rd working set. So we keep here on this set, I keep, the form, but I only managed to basically get 5 to 6 reps out before I start not holding the weight as long as I did compared to the first set. So as you'll see, I don't do the static holds as much. So boom, I do a good hold and contraction, but I don't hold it for a full second. And when it comes to lowering the weight and the eccentric parts of the movement, the negative parts of the movement, I do them just a tad, faster than before. I mean, it's still good form, still a good set. I was really happy with it. And we move on to the 2nd exercise, which is going to be the 1-arm lat machine rows. So we start off with, this is 15 plus 10, 25 kilograms per side. And we really focus on, since it's the first set, on, contracting and holding the weight, trying to stretch. You'll see later on in these sets, I'm trying to stretch my lat and my back as much as I can right here, as you just saw. So the stretch is a great, very, very important part of any exercise, okay? That's what basically tears the muscle, creates micro tears in the muscle, and then you go back, sleep, eat, recover, and basically build the muscles back stronger next time. So actually, this might be the warm-up set I did here, or is it the first set? I can't recall. So this is probably the first set, and then we just ended up bumping the weight up to, I think, 3 plates per side of 15 kilograms. So 45 kilograms per side for the next 2 sets, excuse me. Now, one was also recorded vertically for Instagram and TikTok, so I didn't record it. So this is going to be basically the first one, and then you're going to see one after this. So as you can see, I am still here trying to relatively, release the weight slow. There, you can see now slowly releasing, slightly stretching at the bottom. And when I'm explosively, pulling the weight, so boom here, I'm then, holding the weight and contracting for a second at the top. Okay, so boom here before we, continue with the rest of the repetitions. So now we're going to be moving on to the 3rd and final one. So as you can see, we've increased the weight, 3 plates per side. Now it's not 3 45-pound plates per side. So these are 15 kilograms times 3, 45 kilograms per side, okay? And we're really trying to put emphasis here on the stretch. So as you can see, here I'm stretching my lat and my back, okay? So I'm going to show you again here. Now the weights aren't like, I'm not letting the weight go completely, okay? So I don't think the camera can really catch it, or it might be, I think it can catch it. So it's not touching the end of the well, I lost my words here. So basically, I'm not letting go completely of the weights, okay? I'm just trying to stretch as much as I can. And just before the weights touch the bottom of the machine, I pull again, okay? And as you can see, what I'm trying to do here, I am trying to slowly release the weight. So again, repeat the same things over and over again. Negative part of the movement is gonna be slow. A good explosive positive part of the movement, and a slight hold and contraction at the top, okay? And we're gonna be moving on to the left arm here. Now you're gonna see it even, better from this angle. So we're gonna be basically pulling, holding. I mean, it really, all in all, it really felt good. It felt better than other times. I feel good even though, I'm well, basically, since we've been eating higher amounts of calories, I did have more energy. So as we are now, going to be falling back to basically 1800 to 2000 calories, the energy might take a hit, but still we're going to try and do our best and, of course, keep, let's say, form intact, okay? Without ever sacrificing form as much as we can, okay? After all, we aren't going to be able to perform every rep, every set, every workout at our best. But we just aim to complete and perform the majority of all these things to the best of our abilities. So this is going to be the third exercise for this workout. It's going to be the wide grip rows, okay, machine rows. We're going to be performing one set here recorded. I ended up doing 2 sets here, one vertically and one horizontally, one for Instagram and one for here for YouTube. And I hope you can get a good look at this set in general. So this was kind of harder since my arms were kind of, getting tired at this point. I wasn't able to hold as much, contract as much, but I did make sure to stretch well when it came to this exercise. This is going to be the fourth exercise we're going to be moving on to, which is going to be the classic cable rows, okay, sitting down cable rows. And I'm using a different grip today, a different handle. It's going to be a slightly narrower. It's a narrow handle grip compared to the wider ones I use other times. And I'm also making sure to stretch and contract and hold as much as I can here. That's why we're using a kind of like relatively lower weight compared to other workouts, due to the fact that if I increase the weight, I can't, perform the set as best I can, or like the way I want to, basically. Okay, I struggle when I increase the weight to perform these sets. However, that's the whole point. Next time I will try to increase the weight. Maybe I'll try to ego lift some sets, not all the sets, but maybe the last one I'll try to increase the weight and just, hammer it out just for the sake of it. Okay, shock the muscle, shock the system, let's get it happening. We'll see next time. So we end up finishing off with some cardio, Stairmaster, 30 minutes. So 4 exercises performed, 8 to 12 reps, 3 sets each, and we finish off with 30 minutes of the Stairmaster. Tomorrow is going to be a chest workout, so I can't wait to see you guys in the gym. I hope you enjoyed the workout today. And I'm going to be catching you guys back at the house for the rest of the meals. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Get your cardio in, and I'll catch you guys back at the house. Stay tuned. So guys, we're back from the car ride here, and we're back from the gym. And I just wanted to quickly mention and show you the meals now that I'm going to be having. Now, I did mention the meals in the car, however, I just wanted to also show you. So this is basically how the, let's say, this is diet chicken uvetzi, basically, if you've ever been to Greece. However, it's orzo with chicken and tomato sauce also, as I mentioned. And this is going to be what we're going to be having. And we're going to be adding, also eating 200 grams of boiled chicken. So it's going to be these 2 meals together. I'm going to be eating this now. This is going to be the second meal. And then in about 2.5 hours, I'm going to be eating this with some rice, which I haven't yet cooked, but I am going to cook. It's probably going to be 150 to 200 grams of cooked rice. So this is going to be the third and final meal of the day. That's 3 meals down, no protein shake today, as I mentioned. And starting tomorrow, we're going to be having 2 of these meals, which consist of 200 grams of orzo, which is the carb source, and 200 grams of chicken. And the third meal, which is going to be the first meal, breakfast, is the rice flour meal I eat with a banana, honey, and a protein scoop. A scoop of protein powder. Now, I'm probably going to be having another scoop of protein powder later on in the day, as I mentioned also, but you know, we'll see how it works out. So, workout done for today. Now I'm going to be eating these meals because I am actually really hungry. And after that, I'm going to be doing some editing and going to bed because I also want to kind of switch up my sleeping schedule. I want to fix my sleeping schedule. I mean, I was up until 4 a.m. last night, and today I woke up, you know, really late. Well, not really late, but later than I initially wanted to. So I'm going to be, in order to basically fix my sleeping schedule, I am going to be going to bed earlier today so that we can wake up at the time I want to tomorrow, which is about 8 a.m., okay? So that we can hit the gym at around 11:30-ish. Get the breakfast meal in, and we're going to be ready to go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, today's workout, the meals, the chat in the car, the update in general. If you have any, questions or anything you want to mention, don't be shy in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to catch you in tomorrow's video. So be yourself, do your best, never give up, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.